Hey guys, this is Miss Hamilton. Some of you are viewing this as English 11 co-teaching, in which you already know who I am, and you also know Mrs. Miller. Some of you are viewing this as just English 11 with Mrs. Miller, so you're probably like, who the heck is she? And some of you are ninth graders that are viewing this as English 9 with Mrs. Miller. But why I'm here is I want to talk to you guys about the learning plans, okay? Now, this is something that in your in-person days, Mrs. Miller and I are going to talk to you about and go through a little bit more in depth. But what I wanted to do is pop on here and just really show you how to utilize this document. Okay, so this year is a little different, obviously. We are only in person 2 days with you guys to start out the school year, and we have a virtual day. And the other 2 days of the week, you're going to be expected to be working on your own. And the best way that we could figure out how to split basically our class list into two, make sure everybody's doing the same thing, is if we gave you guys a learning plan at the very beginning of every week that really outlines exactly what we expect from you. And it also gives you the opportunity to see what we are doing that week. Okay. The remote learning days, some of you are thinking, well, I'm going to log on when I want to and work on my own pace or work at my own pace on my own time. Yes, you are absolutely allowed to do that. But this learning plan really breaks down for you what you are going to be responsible for completing and when. So let me just go through this quickly. At the top, you're going to see maybe some additional links, maybe some video links, maybe some resources online. These are things to help you, okay, during the week. And then below that, the learning targets. That's what we're going to do that week specifically, okay? For the first couple weeks, we're going to talk about how our classroom is going to be run. All right, we're going to talk about your Chromebooks. We're going to talk about being online. We're going to talk about your remote learning days. We're going to talk about virtual days on Mondays. Okay, so all of these are in your I can statements. And then you get down here to the section called Learn About It. Okay, now Learn About It is basically going to be all of the things that are going to help you understand content. Okay, let's think about the Learn About It section as Mrs. Miller and Miss Hamilton. These are the things they are teaching us. This is where I get my information. This is how I engage in my content. Okay, so I put it in here, Mrs. Miller put it in here as basically a list of things to do, 1 through 8. Okay, and what we want you to do is really kind of go through there and just make sure you understand first what we're asking you to do. Now, there's a little code for this entire sheet. The things that are in yellow, and this is super important, so I'm going to slow down on this part. The things that are in yellow are the things that you are going to be responsible for on your own. Now, what that means is these are the things that we are probably not going to cover or even touch base on in our in-person classes. Okay, so these are things that we are putting up on our learning plan and we are expecting you to do independently on your remote learning days. Okay, those things will always be in yellow. What you're responsible for on your own is in yellow. However, there will be things that you will be responsible for that are not going to be highlighted, and I'll get to that part a little bit later in this document. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind right now. Just glaring at it, you got 3 things that you're responsible for on your own without any teacher guidance. Okay, and those are all things that you're capable of doing without us. Down here on the practice it up, more yellow, things that you need to complete. Okay, these are a little bit more of an assignment. These are the things that we're going to be counting for remote attendance. Okay, now what that means is every day that you are a remote learner, you are expected to show up to class. Now, you might be thinking, I can work on my own pace. I don't have to log on at a specific time. You're right. But you have to get these things done in order for you to be present in class that day. And what we're doing, Mrs. Miller and I both, we're going to put that cutoff Saturday at midnight going into Sunday. If all of your assignments are turned in by then you, my friend, were present on those 2 remote learning days, okay? I'm going to come back with another video. I'm running out of time on this one. So just a real quick recap. This is our learning plan. Going to be posted at the beginning of the week. The things in yellow are the things that you're responsible for on your own without teacher guidance, okay? And remote learning days, you have to have your assignments in by Saturday at midnight going into Sunday.